Welcome to the update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Border Force believes the High Court decision overturning indefinite detention is being exploited by people smugglers. Potential asylum seekers are being urged not to make an illegal boat journey to Australia. Rear Admiral Justin Jones says people will be turned back or placed in offshore detention but won't be settled here.
The High Court decision plays into Operation Sovereign Borders only to the extent that criminals will seek to manipulate that decision to serve their own purposes. And this is what criminal maritime people smugglers do.
Over the past 21 months, Border Force has intercepted 11 boats carrying 273 people. Well, the PM is defending the amount of time he's been spending overseas. Anthony Albanese has copped some criticism in recent months over the trips he's taken since becoming a Prime Minister, but he insists he spends every day he can in the country.
Part of the job is to represent Australia. You know why? Because 1 in 4 of our jobs depends upon our trade.
Well, fighting has recommenced between Israel and Hamas in Gaza following a 7-day temporary truce. The IDF says they've resumed combat against the terrorist organisation after a violation of the agreement, adding that Hamas fired towards their territory. Well, large parts of New South Wales, Queensland and the Northern Territory are most at risk of bushfires this summer. New modelling from the National Council for Fire and Emergency Services shows a significant threat from the south coast up towards far north Queensland. And lobster shortages caused by wild weather off Tasmania and Victoria could force prices up over Christmas. Fishmongers are warning the price could rise to $150 a kilo. But don't worry, prawns will be cheaper thanks to a bumper season. Sport and entertainment are next. To Sport and Rugby, Australia has announced it will trial a lower tackle height rule in community rugby next season. Defenders must tackle below the sternum. The change is aimed at reducing concussions. And the Socceroos have been elevated 2 spots in FIFA's men's rankings to 25. In your entertainment news, and Beyonce has dazzled on the red carpet for the London premiere of her tour doco Renaissance. Now, the star was joined by daughter Blue Ivy, who looked fantastic, and Taylor Swift, who also flew into London for the event. Now, Paris Hilton is head over heels for her new daughter, London, apparently. The heiress, who had both her children by surrogate, says it was a pretty tough decision to go that route, but she is excited about her new role as mum. And Buckingham Palace is considering whether to take action after the King and Kate Middleton were named as the royals who questioned what skin colour Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's son would have. The names were mentioned in the Dutch translation of a new book. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow. I'm Michelle Stevenson.